Welcome to EB36 Woodworks. I'm Ed, and today's project, we're making another cheese board. I've already cut everything out. I have my strips that I'm going to use. We got Padauk, curly maple, and more Padauk. They're cut at 1/4 of an inch. And I got 2 dark walnuts. The first step on this one is going to be to glue these two bad boys together. We'll let that sit overnight, and then we'll come back and then we'll cut into either one of these sides here and put that in like so, and then do another glue up. So this is a 2-part process of gluing up. So let's get to work. And that's a wrap, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Till then, peace out. Happy New Year's, everybody. We're back. It's been that long. So, all right, so glue up has been done. I'm going to take all this fancy stuff off and show y'all what we got here. So much easier taking these off than putting them on. All right, so we got our glue up. Came out, you'll notice got a lot of glue on the back. That's why I'll take a jointer, handheld jointer, either this guy here or one of these two, and I'm going to take the glue off of these, and then once I'm done, I'm going to bring it not to the jointer, I'm sorry, not to the planer, but we're going to do another cut on my Skil miter saw that I have, or table saw that I have. And we'll get these put in, but let me get to work, and then when I come back, you'll see me this wood already cut in place, and this doing the glue up on this part. So be back. I have removed the glue from the board using that handheld jointer. Did a good job. Like I said, later on I'll run it through the planer, my DeWalt planer, and to smooth it all out, make it all level and even, and look really nice. So my next step now is to cut. I'm gonna cut an inch from the end, from this end, and put these 3/4 inch cuts of curly maple and purple heart, which you'll get, if you can see it, kind of get an idea, it'll be right here. When I cut 1 inch right here, glue it up together, and then I can make the cut if I want to make this into a cheese slicer board, or if I want to continue just making another board or another cheese serving board. So let's get this measured out 1 inch. I have this Craig measuring tool, I'm gonna call it that. Gives me the inches that I need. I can set it, and then all I got to do is mark my spot here and here. We're gonna bring this out to my Skil table saw, and I'll be back. All right, we made the cut. As you can see, there's no straight cut. What I'll end up doing is doing it like so. That's what it would look like if you can get a good glimpse of it, and the glue up, and then we'll be back. All right, wonderful glue up time. You want your glue to come out, squeeze out. You want that, because if you don't, you can end up having gaps in between each pieces of wood that you got lined up. So that's it for now. It's warm enough out here in Louisiana. I'm gonna set this out outside where it'll probably dry up within an hour, and I can come back to it and do the rest of the work that we need to do. So until then, see ya. I removed all the excessive glue. I was using this hand jointer. I used to use paint scraper, thinking it might be easier with this, so I did it. Wasn't doing as great as I thought it would, so I went back to my paint scraper, and night and day difference. I'll stick to the paint scraper when removing the glue off of here. So after I removed the glue, took it to the table saw, used my table saw sled to cut my edges off completely, so it can be a clean cut even. I'll probably rip it down a little bit more on this side, but that'll be later. Now I'm bringing it to the planer due to the fact that it has a wobble to it, and this is a planer sled, and basically you put down your piece of wood, you'll find the wobble, and then put your shims in, and then hot glue it to the board. If you don't have a cordless hot gun glue, I recommend it. It takes a minute for this glue gun to be ready to go. So I recommend this. It's better than having the wired glue gun, but then again, if you're on a budget, keep using that wired glue gun. So let's bring it over to the planer. Let's get this knocked down. All right, we sent it through the planer with the planer sled. I just took it off the planer sled. So we're good on the top. Now we got to run it through the bottom. And glue is rough. It can be a pain in the ass to take off at times, but that's fine. And if you get a little bit of boo-boos here, remember, this is not the finished part of your product. You can always trim it up some more, and you'll be fine. So, but remember, when using something like this, never cut towards you, cut away. Last thing you want is to cut everywhere, you know. Bad. Oh, see, they're going the wrong way. Alright. We're going to run it through the planer again, but on this side. And when you have dark wood, you get chalk. That helps out a lot. Ooh, let me put that back on. You can see it better than pencil. So, when you push it through the planer, or when you put it through the planer, the blade or the Shelik heads, whichever one you got, will take off a layer, and then with the chalk being there, you can see how much is being taken off. It's just a really good helpful tool. So, all right, back to the planer. Well, shit, Jim. After sanding it down to 120, I started looking on the board itself, and I realized that there's a major crack in the board, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there is. It runs right through here. Now, one of my options could be I could use some CA glue and seal it that way, which I'm not a big fan of. And I'll have to, for me, my only option is going to have to be is I'm going to have to rip it down here to get rid of that crack, and then glue it back together to this wood, and then also realizing, you can tell from here, these are two different colors. I was hoping it would be a little bit closer to this, but it's not. So now I'm going to have to rip this out and then add this pattern to here. So that means I'll rip this out, and then I'll rip another cut here to add this in here. So in essence, get this thing together. If you can see it, it would be something like that, minus the bottom part I also got to cut out. So I'm going to lose some space here. All right, we're good. I got a little bit right here, but I think we'll be fine. I got the main part out. If I cut any more, I'm going to lose a lot more than what I expected. So that's where we're at. So let me keep on doctoring this up, and then after these messages, I'll be right back. All right, so you can see what we've done. We removed this piece that doesn't match. Still good piece of wood. We're not going to chuck it. We're not going to get rid of it. We're just going to put it off to the side. Use that for future projects. Then I'm take this out. We ripped the bad part out, right? So that's clean, no cracks. Then we had to rip this part out. We're going to add these guys in. There. So now the next step is glue up, which is always never fun. So I'll do that, and then next time you'll see me is we'll take it out of glue up. We're going to trim the sides down and route the edges too as well. So, but until then, have a good day. Okay, so we did the glue up. It's done. You can see the board is a lot smaller than what it was, but that's okay because it actually looks pretty good. I mean, we still got a lot more left to go. But anyways, so now we need to remove this the glue off the board, and I'm going to use my trusty old paint scraper to do that. So let's get to that right now. Sanded her down to 220. Prior to 220, I sprayed water on it, not too much, but enough to get it wet, obviously, so the fibers and the wood can rise up, and then I can go back over it with a 220 grip to get a really good smooth surface on the board. So here it is. It's nice, it's pretty. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put it in mineral oil, and you can see my brand. It's a whole lot better than what it was. I went back and I decided just to sand the brand out and get that thing fire lava hot and rebrand my brand on my board. So let's get the mineral oil rolling on this guy. Next time, go inside the house and warm up. Also, don't forget, if you're cold, they're cold, bring your glue in. It does cause some issues if you leave your glue out in the cold too long. So bring her inside. They're cold, you're cold. So, all right, whew, gotta go, guys. All right, so she's been sitting up in mineral oil for a good bit. Wiping this down, can't tell obviously, but whew, that's a very, very, very dark walnut. But and you'll see, I don't know if you can see the brand or not, but I decided to resand it down because I didn't get the full brand. I was able to get it off and rebrand my brand on here, which I held it to the fire for about 2 minutes. So it was spicy when I put it on there, but it only took me about 3 seconds to have it on there. All right, 3 to 5 seconds to have it on there to get a good finish on it. So now the last step is to put the wax on it, and it's done. I'll have this either on my Facebook page or on my Etsy page, and I'll have that linked down below in the comments or in the descriptions. And hey, feel free to leave a comment. You know, if you got any tips or anything that can help me out, or if you see something that you don't agree with, let me know, because that's the only way that you and I can learn both. But like I said, you know, I've just only been doing this about a year now, so I'm getting better as we go. That's a wrap. Guys, I appreciate y'all stopping down, taking the time out, watch what I do, and hope everything's well on y'all's end. Stay warm, and until then, I'll catch you on the next time. Well, we have an update. Thought I was done with putting this board together. We've had problems from the get-go. If y'all remember, I had to rip it out because I had a crack in the board I didn't feel comfortable with. The other color of the board didn't match. Anyways, had already pre-drilled my holes in the feet for the bottom of it, and unbeknownst to me, that there was a crack already in the board, like a previous crack we had. And by doing so, it literally opened up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's gonna be right here. Split the board exactly where that foot's at. All of a sudden, now it's just cracked wide open. I mean, my options now are just, you know, I don't know. I just may have to just hang up this board and either give it to somebody, but I have to remove that foot. I may have to put some glue in there to try to prevent. God, yeah, I'm just gonna have to just either give this board away or sell at a discount on my page, because I just can't let that. I can't sell that at price. I can't, you know. You drop it one time, it'll break off, and it'll just get bad reviews. So, you know, either I'll sell it as an oops product, or I'll just give another one to my wife. See me touching. I'm trying to get a video. Anyway, or my wife will just have another board to have at the house. So, anyways, all right. Well, let me take these out. No, it wasn't from me using this and putting a bunch of, you know, torque to it. Got it on the low setting. I've done it several times over and over the same way and never had any issues. It's just this had a hidden crack. I didn't see it. I thought it was a surface crack. I didn't realize it was a crack all the way through, and that did me in. So I'll take it out with these, and you know, hey, you live and learn. You get some of these, and ain't that much you can do about it. You know, it's sad because we did a lot of work on this, a lot of headaches, and God. Okay. If you see it on my Etsy page, it'll be at a discount, and I'll have, you know, something on there saying, "Hey, it's an oops board," you know. I'm just beating the horse with keep beating the dead horse. So I don't know, whatever the hell that saying is. All right, guys. See y'all later. Catch you on the flip side.